Hello everyone, this is Tenki BM and we are your friends, and today we're going to be talking about working harder and working smarter. Have you ever heard the statement that work hard, save money and get out of debt, or you don't need to work harder to get wealthy? If you have heard that statement before, pause this video right now, comment below and tell me who told you, where did you get that from? The truth is, it is not how hard you work, but how much your work is worth. Again, it is not how hard you work, but how much your work is worth. If you didn't hear that, now you have to write it down. It is not how hard you work, but how much your work is worth. Now let's quickly run the check. A bricklayer and an accountant, who works harder? A bricklayer works harder. A construction worker and a construction supervisor, who works harder? The supervisor works smarter while the construction worker works very hard. Now, I'll ask the question again. Who gets more pay at the end of the day? The bricklayer and the accountant, who gets more pay? It is the accountant. Now, the construction worker and the construction supervisor, who works harder? The construction worker works harder. Then who gets higher pay? It is the supervisor who gets higher pay. Why is it like that? Because the supervisor don't just work harder, but work smarter. And the accountant don't just work harder, but work smarter. What do I mean? How many hours can you put in a day? You'll be able to put in, let's say, 24 hours without sleeping. But how many hours will you be able to put in a day when you use other people's time? That's the difference. I'll be coming to that later on at this audio presentation. Now we can keep going on and on and on. The difference between both is that one works harder and one works smarter. Like I said, supervisor and the construction worker, one works harder and one works smarter. And why does one get wealthier and one remains in a bracket of income for over a long period of time? Because of the knowledge gaps. The smart worker knows more than the constructor or the hard worker. The hard worker gets out of school, graduates from school, gets to work and starts working. While the smart worker gets out of school, graduates, gets a job, gather money, and starts a business and gets people to help him do so many things which he couldn't by himself do. So getting people to do those things, it gathers more hours to himself. The reason why one person is a business owner and the other person is working in that business is because of the knowledge gap. One person knows that the business worker, the person who works in a business, will never be worthier than the person who owns the business. And that's true. An employee will never be worthier than his or her employer. That's just the simple truth. To get higher, you need to focus on working smarter and not harder. You need to move from one level of knowledge to another one. You need to focus on working smarter every day when you wake up. How do I do this thing I do better today? How do I do this thing I do and let people help me do this thing I do and still get paid at the end? How do I make income from this thing I do while I don't logically do it? I pay people to do it and I still get paid. That's smart thinking. How can you move from where you are now to where you want to be? You need to think smarter. You need to get that knowledge. You need to know how to let people do that same thing you're doing right now and pay them and also get paid at the end than doing it by yourself. You can only take up one job at a time. You can have multiple jobs, but you can only take up one at a time. When you are doing one job at a time, that's what you're doing. If you work in the restaurant, when you're working in that restaurant, that's what you do. Not until you leave that place and go to another place that you're working. So one job at a time. But a smart worker does multiple jobs at a time. He can own a factory, and from the line of production to the marketers to the sales personnel and the accountants, he does those jobs by thinking, by what he knows, by himself. What do I mean? He owns the company. So logically, anybody who does business with the company feel is doing business with that person. But at the end, the person is not the one really doing it. He hires other people who are in the construction line, who are in the marketing line, who are in the sales line, who are in the production line, and the accountants. And they might even hire managers while being the owner of the company. So, do you want to work harder or do you want to work smarter? Do you want to do what you do and let people do it for you while you make money, or do you want to keep doing it yourself and still make the same amount of money? If you let people do it for you, you can attend to much more people Why making money from so many people? Why, if you want to do it yourself, you can attend to just few people and you make money from fewer people? Which one do you want? You need to focus on what you want right now. People who are wealthy focus on changing the world, while people who are in one bracket of income that are never gone up, that are not rich and not wealthy, focus on changing themselves. If you want to be wealthy, you need to change the world. You need to change the world. That's the truth. This is 10kbm and we're your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to get more notifications of our posts. Do have a nice day.